Yeah. Yeah, we are back once again. It's a brand new episode of the Motivational Maniac podcast. It's yet another opportunity for us to venture into the concrete jungle. We greet this one again in the holy name of Shiva. We're thankful. We have a guest right here, guys. He's been on a couple of episodes when the show was still on our audio journey, but here we are right now. We continue the video revolution. Um, he goes by the name of Boss Hussle. That's his preference. I'm sure you prefer being called by that name, bro. But thank you for just making time, bro. And actually like tuning in to the show. It's been quite a while since I've seen you. Yes, Abonana every now and then. I remember the day you were on the bus. Uh, you called me. I didn't even see you, Ngalamin, but it's been an honor and a pleasure, bro, for you to come on the show once again. I just want to know how you've been doing since the last time we actually were in each other's company, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Well, well, as speaking, like, oh, good, man. Like, you say we one, man, it's just like, iphethe anyone, yabo. But, like, life unje akakathi, like, iphethe anyone, but, obviously, elevate kula pattern, but, like, yonke man yenzekayo, man, is being there, bona sisukwenzeka, yabo. So, yeah, man, like, andigrand, yabo. Born like uvuka, like it's a blessing, yabo. Uthi like uvuke, it's a blessing, yabo. Like funeka uzibulele ezawe, yabo. Like nami, yabo, ngapha ngikhoyo at this moment, yabo. Ngiyazibulela man lezo zinto, yabo. Bayakwazi uvuka, sakwazi ukucinga ngengomso, yabo, sakwazi ukucinga ngento endifuna uzi-achieve ngenye imini, yabo. So yeah, ndazibulela man lezo zinto. Ndazibulela mna, yabo, for staying focused, yabo, for uhlale ndikhubekile ndicinga ngehlobo ngifuna uba lilo, yabo. Cause yeah man, like yonke into iyenzeka ngehlobo layo, then expectedly abantu bayibone seyipha into, yabo. So yeah man, ndikrele bro, wena.
Yeah, it was safe. I've been aight, man. I've been aight, man. You know, it's bumps, man. And even the Grootmanium reminds me life is a roller coaster. Sometimes the roller coaster is going up, sometimes it goes down. But when it goes down, it's important for you to actually like hang on, bro. Of hanging on and understanding that no phase in our life here too is like gonna be forever, especially if we are tuned in into okay, this is where I'm at right now. I've been making progress if you're doing my personal, professional, business life. It's just proud. Obviously, the difficulties are going to be there. This man, we learn to grind it out, man. That's no other way. We have to be tuned in so much to wanting Lendo Sifunai, but also the challenges that come with it, because it's something I was thinking about the other day. I've been seeing this quote a lot. You can't complain about having a lot on your plate when your goal was to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
So obviously, if you're to embrace the ups and downs, and some things you just need to shake it off. And my nigga from work, he said we need to control the controllables.
Yeah.
And yeah, Serenity prayer has also been something that I look to in terms of okay, for me to focus on what I can and what I can't, I just leave it up to the Almighty. Because this is in the faith, we don't have control over them, like people's reaction, people's behavior. We can only control ourselves, our own behavior, our own effort, and every day. And you talked about something important about you thanking yourself, Ukuti, even though there are distractions, you are still persevering, bro. Yeah, well, you still like having your eye on your own prize. And that's one fundamental. There's men that I feel like we take so granted to sibenendo that drives us, that purpose. We're like, okay, and this cab is go regardless of when's ntoni, yabo, I can't tune into my feelings. because your feelings are like a gateway so that indicates to you about the real nigga. You have been taking care of this. So I think you should, but not disacknowledge it, but be aware of it. Okay, this is how I feel, but understand that you also have the power to change, because once you tune into that feeling, now you're inviting, because the universe is listening all the time. But I've been hyped, bro. I'm tuned into my fatherhood. I'm tuned into my show. Pushy content, dog. Like, minding your business has been one of the most important things for me.
Sure.
But getting rid of the noise, because there's so much noise. You're looking at other people. It's like watching your own plate go cold, because you're watching another man eat. And being a man in the 21st century is very hard, bruh.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie, because we see some good people like head towards a pathway gone by, hey, bruh. Like, if you could have made a different decision and understood, okay, everything has a ripple effect. Because then I born on way, but like small things become big things, especially when you're trying to build something. It's not going to happen overnight, but laying that brick a day, most importantly, I took that from Will Smith. Lay that brick a day every day, and understanding that your best is not going to be the same every day. There are days where it's going to be dry, bruh.
I can tell though, because it's that boy, like this space called like your studio is bright.
Oh, yeah.
I tell it now.
Bring some life. And
Like you're going higher and higher, beat by beat, brick by brick, stack by stack, until boy, like, so I wanna congratulate you, boy, for learning, man,
thank you,
for until this day you're still pushing. I really congratulate you for that, bro. Like, I only lula, it's like, and you don't even do it for imali. Abanye abantu bayenzela imali, Yeah, I know. Now you do want to, earn ngayo le way, but at the moment, you're not even getting money from this, but still, except when I black, but ubeke kupushe, ubeke kupushe, uqhubekeke ufune nokwenza like ishow yakhe ibe-better. Because the last time I checked, bungavitorize, be audio. Now excel, you're taking videos, you're putting niggas out there, So nah, man, I wanna really congratulate you about that, man.
thank you, man.
Yeah, it shows how strong you are in this tough time, because a lot of people, bazamile, like they going with the wave. When you going kuyakitide enzima, you backflipping a surfboard, that is crazy. Or you like lamntu ubaleka kwi-marathon udini ngayo, but number one usabaleka, and number one kuye, not kulaa marathon. Angaba unumber 8 phaa kulaa marathon, but kuye number one, cause maybe uyaqala kwawukhompyutha ke-marathon. It was like, ubone, ebefuna uyibhreyikha, and then uyigqibile number one still. So never compare yourself to other people, Never do that. Always stay in your lane. Always trying to figure out about wena ubani, into oyifuna elifini, and don't expect uba ulife wakho kuzobe mnandi ukuze wena ufuna uyi-enjoya funeka ube nemali. Nah, man. Work hard. Do what you love, Do what you love, Do what you love. And one day, you gonna figure out uba mani kodwa ndingenza so uba kusel ndiphilise nomndeni ke if, you want to do that, but do what you love, man. Figure out who you are.
Very much,
You gotta get knowledge like back to back, ukuze ube home. Ungafumana amapiano phaa esikolo, ufumane i-shots ehelesi, needorholiyo straight to your head. Konke izinto ongazange wazibona, but nah, man, figure out who you are. Be you, man.
That's an everyday job. Okay? Every single day, you funeke how am I gonna figure me out? And I think this those are thoughts that run through my mind on a daily basis, bro. And it makes me grateful when I see how I'm not saying other people i-choices zabo ndiyazijaja, bro, because I don't know the conditions of their life.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry if one is often abandoned, even take shots of Hennessy. Nah, I do take shots of Hennessy. But one, like, don't be on that lane car while you taking shots of Hennessy. But like say, awunani imali engenayo. Yeah, boy. No, man, like say, hustle hard, fumane wezakho ngenye imini uzokwazi uthenga nawe la way. Yeah, uthathe isabani shots. Yeah, wena ungathathi, thatha isabani shots.
Ngabe culture isendela, bro.
Yeah. Ngaloku culture ngenye nayo. Umuntu uyaspana uboma uyashandela jo. But hey, kubiza khona man. Kubiza khona.
I've gotten to a point where nah, dog, I got my pride, man. Yeah, well,
Yes.
tough times always teach you who's really there. And it also takes your awareness as a person as well. Because I'm the type of person, I don't like going to places where I'm not invited. I don't want to be around people that don't want me around. It's gotten to that point. And that is like the power of understanding also energies. Like, you don't force relationships. That's the other thing that I learned the hard way. Like, if people don't want to be around you, that's cool, bro. Yeah, but enjoy your own company. Because I had one of my niggas.
His own best friend, right?
Yeah, machi.
Own best friend.
I don't know why it took me. You have to sometimes go through a pathway where you are not putting yourself first because you are trying to please people. You're trying to show them, nigga, this is what I have. This is what I can do for you. And that gets tiring because it takes also a mantra for you to always like be out there for people. But kaulala for it, because I always have thought that before you even go to sleep, there's that moment of contemplation, yeah, about you reflecting on the day and asking yourself, okay, what did I achieve out of Lemin, yeah, bro? And people are trying to run away from that, bro. Like running away from yourself is a real life thing. And then they're born. And it also lands on the fact that people will project their insecurities on you, their shortcomings on you. But I don't take things personally because I always ask myself, instead of saying what's wrong with this person, I'm like, what happened with this person? Yeah, boy. And that's actually has changed even like the time that I spend on people. Like, bro, I don't have time for things that are gonna drain my energy. Like, I need to protect this motherfucker because funeke isebenze for things that are gonna take me forward. Even if it means, oh, I had like 30 minutes where I'm editing an episode, where I have a conversation I've always wanted to have with people, because people are running away from inyani if it's about themselves. Yeah, boy. And then the moment you start to tell them what they don't want to hear, they revert it back to you to say, yo, what do you know about my life? You think you're better than me. You got this job. You got these things happening for when. And it all boils down to our choices. Like every single day, bro, we are given the authority of choice. And it's either a choice lands you to where you want to be, or a step closer to where you want to be, or it further entrenches you. So my call out to everyone who's going to be listening to this show is that stop being a victim of your situation and start becoming a victor. Yeah, but understand that there is power that you have, and it all starts in the mental realm. Like, if we could care so much about what we think about ourselves more than what people think, you would find that there's a lot of freedom that comes with that, but also responsibility.
Yeah.
Because you can't run away from that thing. Like, bro, you wanted to start this. And I always have these things. Nam kon by it takes strength for when I feel to declutter your own circle. To tell people, you know what? I'm not becoming this person I want to be, because you have a vision for yourself. You want to be this person. But then we also need to check, are the people around me enabling that? And if they're not, maybe I need to be alone. Yeah, people are going to call you a loner, or better, and all this kind of stuff. But that's the sacrifice that comes with this shit, bro.
And like say once ube glam with ube untouchable. Ube untouchable because abantu abasaqhelanga ngokwabona, yabo, noma bayadibana nawe ubone namandla ngaphezu kwabo cause wenza into abangakwaziyo uyenza and ifikayo nakubo kwinhliziyo zabo uba mabayenze ka bemoshile okanye befila guilty, yabo uba mani kodwa abantu baphandle abekho grand. If ungahlala nedwa ngabakubone if uyamzayamo yabo, but obvious baphinde babuyele back to the streets, yabo, back to ubone ekulandeleni into zabantu, yabo. So like when you crack that code yoba be loner, yabo, uspane uyilona but at the same time unazo i-connections ukwazi ukusebenzisana nabantu abanjengawe, yabo, ababhizile and ubhizi yiyo. You're gonna conquer the world. That's why abantu bekoyika ke ngoku nabo aba bangakwaziyo izenzo because you see when u-connected nabantu esingakwaziyo ufikelela kubo, yabo. So bone man, becoming a loner, bro, like yo, can you hear man? Yeah, cause you get to find out about damn man, I'm actually like a dual being, yabo, like bone cause indeed like umuntu akakwazi ukuphila yedwa kuthiwa ne,
No man is an island.
but ukwazi uyenza la way you realize uba awukho wedwa kwawena, yabo, nibabini, yabo, like there's bone ka uhleli wedwa ucinga ungola ii-conversations nawe, yabo, it's like
You realize nyani
man, like I'm a dual being, bro. Yabo, lo wini maybe nengqondo yami kuthiwa ine-two hemispheres, which means inoba nyani, like ubone so i-powerful nyani la way you get to unlock ezinye man ii-keys, ezinye like ezinye ii-treasures man zobomi, yabo, ongadingi noba uzifumane wena ngaphandle.
and no amount of material will actually come close to bring you closer to low way.
Yeah, cause like like lo muntu nguye once you tap in, lo muntu nguye. You realize uba ii-thoughts azipheli, zinintsi ii-thoughts, zinintsi like let's say ii-designs ezizayo apha entloko, yabo, like azipheli, yabo, akupheli. It needs you wena uncedisane nalaa mntu lo nguye uba niyenze le nto physically, yabo, ibe yinto ekhoyo, like njenge-podcast for example. Ake wacinga ngayo, I bet before uyenze, ubani ucinga ngayo, ubani ucinga ngayo, then eventually like bone laa mntu nguye wancedisana uba mayibe khona le way physical. That's why ngoku sihleli kanje sibhizi i-podcast, yabo. So ndibuyela apha kulaa nto uba iyanceda into yoba uzazi uba ufuna ntoni and then uyizale laa nto uyifunayo, ube ngumntu ebantwini ke ngoku, yabo. Shit like that, bro.
Away, man, yeah. There are also a lot of things that I had to fight against.
Yeah.
About like the complacency in me. Because reacting like, well, okay, yeah, you're gonna bring this shit to life. How are you gonna like put it out there? And we find it most of the time when we are asking why, it leads us to the next thing. It leads us to the next thing. And I just remember having the conversation about starting this shit. And people said, no, you don't have microphones. I'm like, I don't need a microphone, nigga. I can start this shit from my phone. No, I'll not into it to the end. I'm like, I can't focus on what I don't have. I have the one important thing. First of all, I have the will, because I want this to come into reality, and I have a smartphone. And each and every person now who's come up story I'm listening to, they're like, I started with this, I started with, all you need to do is start.
True, bro.
All you need to start, bro. It doesn't matter what you have and all of that. And someone was saying, bro, you're not shooting this thing with the iPhone. I'm like, bro, why do I need an iPhone? I can use my phone.
Yeah.
And then obviously the universe is going to listen to like, okay, this nigga is intentional.
That's why I say you must be your number one best friend. yabo, if you are your number one best friend izokwenzeka laa nto cause like laa nto uba like i-duality like okay kabe sithi i-soul abanye ne-body yabo, like uba zidibene zingo-athuza yabo the way you're gonna start doing that. So the first step is being friends with you, knowing yourself more, and then izokwenzeka that way. Yeah, Busacho.
So in me, obviously trying to fight zonke's way that I am dealt with, like obviously we are with yourself and those boys by man. First of all, I shouldn't be listening to this person because what they have started. I'm not saying I'm better than the person. So I started to be like, okay, the most important voice that I should hear is my voice. How about that becomes my voice and that one should be the loudest. Because lo ana uthanda uzondixelela uba yo bra izokwenzeka le way yabo. You just have to figure a way out, which is my gateway was YouTube. Didn't get an opportunity to finish school, bro, because I did go to UWC. But then there's new moments that taught me, yes, you need to be realistic about what your situation is looking like. Because I went to school hungry, bro. Nothing in my stomach. My mom is on my case. Basizothandon can't depend on the ground. And I mentioned this in one of the episodes on how the welfare system in our country is making people lazy.
Yeah.
Because you have that expectation. And that's the biggest thing that black people don't understand, that this begging culture that we've created of always expecting someone to do shit for us is the reason why we're going to stay in the same place and even worse.
Yeah, the kills kill your best.
Because the devil likes an idle mind.
Yeah. Boy, someone goes to put you idle. Yeah, bro. Damn, bro.
And it's like, yeah, boy, he's going to make your brain your playground, basically. But that is when you start taking instructions from him. And you continue to tell yourself, nah, things are going good, and things are not going good, bro. Like, we're not growing any younger, Boss Hussle, bro. That's the other thing. The moment I look at my child, like my baby's gonna start school next year, official is gonna be uniform go. And I'm like, time is gone, bro. Time is really gone. And once you start to understand that time is spent and we should spend it very carefully.
Yeah.
Like the way people are so careful about spending their money, their time, because money you can lose and make again, but time, bro, you can't get back. So those moments, those little moments, taking her to the park, seeing her laugh, her wanting my attention, one day I realized that, but she's not going to be 4 all the time. She's going to be 5, she's going to be 6. Next thing, I'm blinking, she's in the teenage years and going through the teenage process. Now she has to leave the house. And the most important thing is for me to instill good values. And dimfundis, how important it is to know yourself, because you're going to leave this house and people are going to tell you all different kind of shit. And Eric Thomas, he mentioned this about one of his son. I can tell you I love you every single day, but when you get out of this gate, people are not going to tell you that. People are not going to clap for you the same way that I clap for you, but you need to be also fine with that, because that's how the world is. That's why you need to make it a habit to clap for yourself. Like, okay, I released 12 episodes, woke up until now. The 13th is still coming. I'm like, bro, I'm really making progress, because I made the promise to myself that I'm going to turn the show into
Say is it the 10th, what you call, episode, le?
This is the 14th one that we're shooting right now. The 13th one was the one I was editing when you came in.
Okay, yeah, been the 27th, then Friday the 13th. I know them started Friday. And then ending.
What's your take on Friday the 13th?
Friday, yo, I don't even know, bro. And yeah, like, azange tap in kuye, so I don't even know what's about the Friday the 13th. I just see horror movies, yabo, but nazo zange nazibukela, yabo. So I don't know about the Friday the 13th, so I don't have anything to like talk about ngayo, man, yabo. But tell me about it.
So now it to my basic understanding is that a lot of bad shit happens on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That's all that I'm tuned in. But now I don't even bother researching all these pagan shit because they mean nothing to us. Because remember, whatever you believe, that becomes your truth. So if you believe that it's a bad luck day, now all shit starts to will like happen. And now you born against because it's Friday the 13th. And ayidibelanga nayo yonke loo nto, pride exists in the mind. And the mind, you can convince it of a lot of things because ngenye into endiyibonela about visualization is that the mind doesn't know the difference between truth and when are you envisioning that thing.
Yeah.
So I make it a point that when I find myself in a taxi and I see a car, I envision myself being in that car as well, driving that car. I don't even know how to drive, but the power of just visualization or seeing someone, because remember, jealousy is a frequency that you also tune into. And people don't understand that frequency, you can be so used to it. And every time you see someone that has something that you maybe want, you tune into that frequency.
Even this, bro, like what are we is this is boy? It's all frequency, like boy. Cause if awuboni awuzoyibona la way i-fact yakho aliluziko, but ungakwazi nge-deep thought like nge-visualization yabo uyibone ubone uhlatywe amehlo yabo ungaboni uyibone, but kusengoku yabo uba uyayibona like noma yenza ntoni la way.
The human body theater is something still that baffles me. That's why I feel
Wazi niyibamba.
like contemplating that you like say creator theater is yes, it's la posterity theater. I say how did he create this? Like how did he create Tina bra for us to work more and do all this kind of thing? Because they understand, okay, science says this says this. But have you sat sometimes and wondered, how the fuck did I do that?
It's crazy.
So I need that for granted to talk, especially like my thoughts and go, okay, well, I was trying to encourage someone the other day by except right, it's not as bad as you think it is there. Because when you start to tune into like the stats and you're doing better than a lot of people, but I'm not saying use that as okay, yeah, I'm doing better in the line, so I feel good about myself. I'm like, you're in a privileged position when you should tune into an attitude of gratitude. Sometimes I will just come at work and I'm happy, I'm servicing the customers, I'm having good conversations with people, and people would think, nah, and this nigga maybe he got laid, maybe he got some money or doing that. I'm like, nah, nigga, it ain't about that. It's about the frequency I decided to tune in. That's Galil. But you know what? I'm just gonna vibrate at a higher frequency. And some people obviously it threatens them because they're trying to find, but okay, how can we get him down? How can we get him down? Gandhi, that's something that I don't take for granted because obviously people are gonna try to like dim your light. That don't mean you don't shine. You must keep on shining constantly and constantly and constantly. You know, like why are you telling me all of this stuff? I'm like, it's because it matters, bro. Because what happens to them when a process is that there's this cognitive dissonance that happens. Because now it's system I'm going through shit and someone is encouraging me. I'm like, nah, look on the brighter side, Nick. You got clothing, bro. Yeah, well, you got food on the table, bro. You got family to go back to. Yeah, well, how many people theater would love to have what you have?
Imali ro, imali like yo is emotions la way. Yafana namanzi la way. Boy, like yo, it yo imali to like anyway, man. No, man, yo, if you broke but not poor, yeah, but oh, even if you poor, if say mind yakho fethu itrainile, yabo, and we train every day, every minute train, bayibone ukukhongarisha zonke ezizimbi funa ukubhayizisa elifeni, yabo.
Uzofika fethu all the time izawuya.
Ya azofika but funeka ubheklishe still ungangami uzihengarishe, yabo, sungama yabo, sungama, yabo, sungama, yabo, noba uzawulila ke bafuneka ulilile, kanti ukubetha idonga bafuneka ulibethile, yabo. Bona if ihlobo lakho lokhupha elo but nalo li-dangerous funeka uzame ukwazi mfethu like uyi-control mind yakho.
To dissipate that energy. And David Goggins always talks about that. By once you don't have control of your mind, you're fucked. So you basically fucked, bro. Like you become a reactor instead of an actor. Well, then go it. When I'm talking about the way you're reacting, nobody actor, I think about how people can press your buttons, and when you feel some type of way, obviously, say, no, man.
Awuyenzi-ke kumizolo yakhe ndisuka apha eJunction yabo nganthe bu kuthi gqi iphela yabo aba nam apha endleleni but bone noko mna nam endleleni yabo but nje apha ecaleni cause kumanzi phaa ezaa beetroot zaphaa yabo zimanzisile so ndifuna uvala phezu kwebhitruthi yabo. Le transi ithi gqi ngoku le transi iza kum mawubona iyamgila mfethu yabo ndiyibethe like ndibethile ifestire back pha yabo. Bona le endivayo nyhani khanisigxole uba kaka izojika le kaka yabo endivayo nyhani iphela ijika nyhani le kaka ndidibane nam apha phambili ngaselotsaza ayize ngeliphela layo phaa kum uba kusenoli ubuyeza qha nam ndibe ndiyiqabela uba mani ngilile yabo so seyobufuna ndithini. Ithi so ke ngoku gila ifestire yam ecinga kwam mandizehle cause ezi kaka zinintsi apha yabo akho way endinoyenza mna yabo. Hayi ndicela maxolo uba sikise grootman yabo ubone maan but now nenze umsindo. Maan ndiyakuxelela uba wenza ikaka yakho apha ngoba mandizehlise for uba sikise grootman yabo ndifuna uvaye yabo cause
Please, energy.
vese udumbe ngoku for itaka iwethu mfethu yabo ezinye iweyihlazo ngophambi kwabantu ezinye
Nangoku you were talking to yourself, galams.
and bendazithola uba izawujika le kaka andayibona uba ithi ijike wabe ifuna nje ikhastoma eyi-one hayi yabuya yandifumana
The audience. In funny that shit about it when they're embarrassing you, they do look for an audience, bro.
ke ngoku ujonge yabo kwamna self yam yabo ndiyavaya ngoku ndiyacinga yho le kaka wathi phela le kaka yabo ngaske ndifumane noba igani noba andizoba yi-gangster maqala ndinegani ezi kaka ziyaphela ngoku kusezokwazi ubone like iyaphinda i-higher self yam ithetha nami indinike enye i-option bakhetha nantsi option but seyiyenzile leya option erayithi yabo qha bone mani life mfethu
You gotta justify the way one should feel or can you act in a certain way. And I've seen is negative emotions with like the dogs, yeah, the angries, yeah, but they can be easily fed. Because there's that angel and devil, yeah, but nah, bro, you did the right thing. Yeah, you might feel like, except Mamela could have done this because I find myself in a lot of situations where I felt like I should have acted a different kind of way, but I was weird because you made that decision as well. Because now busy all the time, you're negotiating with yourself, you're negotiating, and Anfunu's justifying, isn't it? Because the thing that also drives me is the fact that I have people that are depending on me. So I can't be acting up. So even if somebody is trying to pick a fight, I will literally like dissipate that shit because
njengoba bengenabantu abadiphenda kuwe bro like you are given a chance yabo uba mawuphile yabo like apha emhlabeni. Yeah, we know that you got the higher even self yabo, you got the soul yabo ungaphila ngaphandle kwawo lo mzimba but like laa gift yoba uyinikiwe uba ukwazi uva intlungu yabo ufile ii-emotions yabo like wenza izinto ngee-emotions bone purpose whatsoever yabo. It's a great gift bro like it's a great gift bro like no matter ngaba nomsindo kanjani ngamanye amaxesha you have it kodwa senethuba loba maliphile noba li-broke kanjani qha still nethuba loba maliphile still uyabona. ndibone nokuba yho bona man like la way that's why nangoku uyabo I'm trying to like nditye grand uyabo ndijime yabo noba andinamali but ndizame ndisebenze ngoku ndingenayo imali ndibone ndisebenzele yena umzimba wam uyabo like mna yabo i-intellect yam ndibone iinto endizifunayo uyabona. Ndifuna ufunda iinto eziphambeneyo kakhulu these days uyabo. Maske ndifune iiway man zenza i-sense uyabo. Loo way man like ndiyayibulela man yho le gift yophila yho ndiyayibulela cause nge-faith yam ndiyayazi uba ndizoba rich ngenye imini uyabo. Ndiyayazi loo way noba kunini kungenzeka ngaba ngomso kungenzeka nanini na. Xa ndisithi ngenye imini doesn't mean 60 years later, it can happen anytime yabo. And it's not about richness like having imali life man yabo. Now endivuyelayo uba nangoku ndise-broke yabo cause ndifuna ezinye izinto yabo. Maybe if ngoku bendiri-rich bendizoba yikaka yomntu yabo. Ubone uba yikaka yomntu man ubone kodwa nemali but ingqondo yam icinga backwards uyabo. So like I'm also thankful for this time uba ndise-broke noba ndirhalela idough yabo but I'm still thankful cause kulapho ndifunda khona. Andinayo i-choice, funekile ndifunde usevayiva, funekile ndifunde izinto ubone endizozenza xa sendi-grand ndinayo le dough ekuthiwa yi-power for izinto kulo mhlaba wam.
Of understanding even there's dynamics before you even in that room.
Yeah.
That you trying to learn go while you going through that stuff, like you saying ba uzoba yikaka yomntu xa unemali yabo. Imagine zonke ezawube zenzeka and then you are in that position. You shitty person
Awukwazi noplita imedi ingaba ungenamali
because all you have to do is show your cares.
yabo. Izawuye yabo for example awukwazi ubamba imedi like uwine imedi yabo. Iwine without ingayelani nesavana okanye i-carry bag esavana yabo. Izawuye even cracking business deals without even showing off uba u-rich. Uba ungaso-rich ubone uba uyakwazi ukrekha i-business proposal without even showing cause you know i-psychology sibana njani yabo. You know ubone how to maneuver umntu cause you understand human like umntu unjani yabo. Yabo you at least you got a glimpse noba okay awumazi laa mntu 100% but you got like 60% of some knowledge of umntu yabo. So izawuye like ziyanceda man for abantu abase-swak nangoku like sanozithathela phantsi if like u-swak awusipani yabo. Sizithathela phantsi, qhubekeka ukhangela udiskavarisha yabo. Qhubekeka like umayina i-gold yabo. Ngoku ungenalo mfethu like one day yabo uzothi xa ifumaneka laa gold yabo leya kuthiwa yi-gold yabo, wena ube like wena self ubone mfethu ushayina ii-diamonds ngaphakathi yabo. Now
This is one is the person was capable of getting to that goal.
yeah.
But mentioning something very important, my G, man. You were mentioning very
Noma xa ufumana like usasipana ufumana ikaka yemali cause I know xa usipana uzophinda uthi man incane le mali yabo. Hayi loo nto ingayenzanga yintoni but ukwazile uthenga iimbotyi ii-weekend ezilandelayo yabo. So like laa way funeka ufunde like awufumani ikaka yemali ufunde mfethu ngo-life ngawe ufunde yabo uzokwazi uyibona kwalaa kaka yi-8,000 iyi-15K yabo. Uzoba naso nesikolo soba ukwazi uyenza laa 8,000 ikwenzela i-cash flow yabo. Ikwenzela i-cash flow phela ngoku laa 8,000 uyenza within 2 days cause ngoku ithathe laa 8,000 wayiflipa wayenza yaba ne-cash flow yabo cause Ibalulekile mos la wethu i-cash flow. Yabo, ibalulekile la wethu. Noba uvele ubambe imali uyi-fix-e, yabo, uthathe imali uyi-fix-e. Cause la uthathe imali wayisi-fix-a, kungena like i-percentage encinci but la 8K if wena ungacingi hlobo loba mawenze i-cash flow, let's say maybe okay uthi manje uthengisa impahla, uvale ufumane i-bill nge-8K, la bill maybe kuse-50 kg nempahla ezi-worth 200K if you can flip it, yabo, if unayo ne-idea zoflipha, yabo. And then, yabo, izoba i-cash flow yala bill ka-8,000, yabo, then also ufumane 50K from the 8,000, phinde wenze the same thing, yabo.
Rinse and repeat.
Yo, la way deep, la way, yanibona i-broke, ndifunde eza way, ngoku if benemali noma benganozifunda ezweni, yabo, so like ndiyayibulela la way man, yabo, you appreciate ixesha eli ukulo. Angathi ba-broke yabo but like ixesha like eli ukulo, yabo, let's say
Talking about seasons, like life has seasons.
yeah, shit like that, bro, yabo. That's why you gotta like take notes ngazo zonke ii-seasons zobomi bakho. Ungathi xa ufumene iway kuloo season ulibale, yabo, zingakwazi ulahleka eza way. It's like ibhayisekile, uyibeke phaa ibhayisekile kokwakho uphume, xa ubuya ibhayisekile ayikho, yabo, ayikho ibhayisekile. Kutheni ingekho? Khange uyibophelele, if ubuyibophelele yayisekhona laa bhayisekile, yabo. Kanye imali ubuyibeke nje phaa, like ayingekho imali ngoku, uyakhala uba ayikho imali. Why ungayifakanga eseyifini, why ungayifakanga ebhankini, yabo? So nawe iway uzifumanayo ebomini bakho funeka like uziprotekthe, yabo. Like if ufumene ispan noba sise-8K siprotekthe, yabo. If uyanthola, if ufumene i-idea protekthe, yabo, isebenzise, yabo, ungaphisi ngayo cause abanye bazoyithatha bayisebenzise batye ngayo iphinde ikhale.
Ube-idea.
Khange uyititole ibhayisekile yakho fethu, khange uyititele imoto yakho, khange uyitite imoto yakho, yabo, khange uyifake netreki imoto yakho, yabo, ingile ngoku imoto yakho ubuyithanda.
That's why kade khuphe i-iPhone bashaya i-insurance same time.
Bona ayikho ke i-insurance ke ngoku elifini kuwe wena. Ka imkile, fumene i-divorce kuloo media, yathatha ii-millions zakho zonke, zimkile, yabo, zimkile ii-millions zakho, uhlala wedwa. And then ke ngoku wena kufuneka uphinde uzame uvuka fethu, yabo, but eziya zimkile uzorigrethile, yabo, imkile.
Eight milk, imkile, yeah.
Imkile.
Bente in one of my episodes, the reason why the rearview mirror is small and the windscreen is bigger is because what's ahead of you is far more important than what you went through. A lot of us are looking on the rearview mirror or go thinking that that's gonna take us forward. Your past has nothing new to tell you. It only has lessons. Yeah, boy, and if you can use those lessons so that you don't repeat the same mistakes, and the power of also some mistakes, you don't have to go through them. You have to see other people making those mistakes, okay? Koko eat rainbow, I shouldn't go there, I must go this other side. Kind of creating your own pathway. And I always try to be unique as possible, especially to like a yummy situation. Yeah, I understand someone, I'll acknowledge, but I have different conditions that I'm focused on. Yo, bro. And you are one of one, bro. I always tell a lot of my...
You your own universe, bro.
Yo, bro.
You your own universe. Like break down that your own universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like you are your own galaxy, bro. Yeah, well, you your own corporate. You your own tribe. Yeah, well. But you your own government, bro. You your own country.
Nothing's different from an operating system as a phone in you, bro.
Bro, Sona siyilasinahamba kaloku thina with the original. We the system, yabo. We the system, yabo. Like, bona mfethu, like, what's within, so as without. What's beneath, bona so as above, yabo. So ifowuni iqale phi ifowuni? Iqale kumntu. Ngumntu uqale wayicinga ifowuni before ibe khona ifowuni. Wayicinga wayenza. Ifowuni izalwe ngumntu. So umntu is the most top-notch iPhone, not even iPhone, top-notch technology at all.
Because quite in a couple of years, mhlambi, the same iPhone is going to be obsolete.
Yeah.
So we can't focus on this material that they're calling, because remember, one thing I always like see people is that they so focus on status. Being seen, I'm like, this girl asked me, what phone are you using? I'm like, I'm using an Android by Mobicel. Like, you know, I would never date a dude like that. I'm like, okay.
Lami ke ngoku ekubonisayo uba, yabo, funeka ube nguwe bra, like wena funeka wakhe elakho ilizwe. That's why your own universe. Nayo laa mithi iyi-universe yayo. Iyayazi uba ifuna uatrektha ntoni, ifuna ntoni ebomini bayo. So nawe you must build your own things, yabo, cause bakhona I'm sure abantu abanjengawe bacinga njengawe. Wena find yourself abantu abanje bangamayindi iba ne-Mobicel, bangamayindi nohamba nangenyawo, yabo, bangamayindi nonxiba ii-brands at all, cause wona it's nothing, yabo. It's just that status. We live in town, we live in the city, apho ubone izinto like ziyapraiswa so nathi, that's why we in. But honestly speaking, they nothing, bro. Yabo, there's bigger things. Yabo, imagine if thina siyi-country besingabuthenga utywala nee-brands ezidurayo, sivula amashishini. It's just
7 billion ispendile mfethu. Plus 8 billion just for a week.
But it is, man. Yeah, it is what it is. Don't judge no one. Yeah, don't judge no one. Do your own thing, bro. Be comfortable in your own skin, bro. Yeah, be comfortable in your own screen. Yeah. Eyakho ifamily wena yiyo funeka wena ufocuse kuyo. Labantu aba-close ba-excel, let's do good. Yabo, but abanye abantu, it's up to them, bro. They them. Nabo bayayazi nyani. Their heart tells them the truth all the time. But they choose whatever. So mna mfethu andiyiboni uba ungatshintsha umhlaba. Hayi, ngincamele ube, yeah, basizasikuza sikubulawe wena ufuna utshintsha isaba.
What wena ufuna utshintsha i-status quo goes back to la way matrix, bro. But some people, they are not ready to be plugged out of the matrix because they keep checking that very same thing. Kaloku uthatha away i-livelihood yabo, ukucinga kwabo. Now they see you started to tell people, but we must fight the system, we must do this. Like ngubani ngoku lo? That is when you start to get a mob at your place, bro.
Pure. But wona iqaphele uba i-matrix at the same time before ibe yi-matrix apha physically, i-matrix nguwe.
Damn.
Nguwe. You must unlearn, you must unwind.
Exe.
You the matrix, bro.
Come to think about it. Yeah, it goes back to like you uninstall the apps because your operating system go.
You unfollow me, citrus sites, versatility, I'd say ever.
Was like some shit didn't tingle me the same way it did previously. That is when I seeing, but okay, I'm elevating right now. There's things that were making me excited, but they no longer make me excited right now. Now I'm starting to unfollow shit. I'm like, I can't be having all this shit on my social media. I need to have people that want to teach me. People going back and take something away and apply it in my life. And we don't, and remember, in news video is based on who you follow, the type of content we mamela.
That's cool. Well, cause follow says zinto kwaqala, yabo. Nguwe lowa, like you bona, you like nguwe, man. Like i-social media yakho, your Facebook account, that's you. Nguwe lowa. Nguwe lowa, like that's you is lapha kuwe engayo. you project them on i-platform Facebook makakwenze wena uzenze into physical form, into reality. That's
Veske wabuild i-platform
yabo,
for
that's you. Yeah, yabo. So i-Matrix, it's you, man. Like they've fed you all the lies since you were born in this world. Yabo. They bone ba i-Matrix, bone tshintshwe i-Matrix yakho wena. So wena kuze ube grand uphume ku-Matrix, which means wena funeka uzifundise izinto ezi-right, izinto ezaziwa nguwe, yabo, your soul, cause your soul knows you better than the Matrix that you are at this moment, yabo.
Because the programmer i-Matrix is gonna program you and tell you shit.
Yeah, television, yabo, tell a vision.
Oh shit.
Television, tell a vision.
Yo, that's very well is manipulated.
Television, yabo, you watching television. That nigga is telling you a vision. He's not telling you the truth. He's telling you a vision. You a visionary. You are a visionary. Don't need television to have visions. You are a Ubone wonke umuntu ehleli yedwa phephetini ekamereni yakhe. They having visions. I'm sure, because I do have visions. Discingele ne-visions. Ibuye ngifuna uyicinga kanti ezinye iways zizele automatically. Bone ndibone umuntu ongekho nalapha close to me, yabo, like i-deep la way, man, i-deep, yabo, i-deep.
My takeaway from this one is that you are the Matrix.
Yeah, you are the Matrix, bro. Awumboni he's the Matrix. Yabo, nguye ofayitha yonke la way, yabo. So now he must be Neo, ufayithe yonke le way eyenzekayo apha kuwe and conquer, yabo. Like yayibona lapha ku-Neo man, ingena kwikamera apha engqondweni yayo, ongena kule kamera apha engqondweni yayo idibana, uyathola, nale ingxaki ingena kwenye ikamera cause zinintsi ikamera kwalapha kuwe, yabo, othe phaa kuzo in. That's why like it's infinite, yabo, wethu man, yabo, infinite, bro, like yo, ithi.
And the fact still gonna be here fit or anyway, or we don't realize nayo nyani fit.
So nokuzipheke kwangoku usesiwakho ungakabili apho ufuna uba khona, uzipheke, yabo, uzipheke. Xa sowufika phaa, uphekekile, yabo, phekekile, yabo, yeah, phekekile.
Yeah. Yayibrazi deep eziwethetha ngazo, no.
Yabo, television, bro, like, yeah, television.
Don't even watch that shit, bro.
Television, yabo, television. This movie now, this is bukela Hollywood, yabo. Thinga you ayaxoxa liwe, sikaka zibuki, yabo.
Are you telling your vision?
Yo, bro, sikaka zikushita lena ozifuna wena uyifumane, azikushiti le wena uyidingayo, yabo, azikufithi. Imagine udurise ii-plants fethu, like ukwazi uzibetha apha e-bag, uzidurise more than ukutya okune-poison.
That's processed food.
Iways ne-acid ntontoni, frasafakile nje la magama ayafani, yabo.
To what?
But sebakudurisele ne-pumpkin, uyabona le pumpkin lapha kuyethini, la makolo bakudurisele la makolo e-pumpkin, yabo. Bakukalele ke ngoku uba la makolo ungawatya azokunceda for intoni, yabo. Bayidurise phaa ka-Woolworths laa pumpkin more than i-pumpkin jam, yabo, efakwe i-absorbic acid, nitric acid, carbon ntontoni, yabo, fluoride, yafaka nentoni, yafaka nentoni, yabo. So it's back like
Net andifuna ubuyela kuDr. Sebi ngoku.
they give you everything le bafuna wena, like, yabo, uyazi bona babeka iways army phaa okokoko. Nawo basele kodwa kuyabulawana kodwa ufuna uba lisoja, kodwa bona uba uzibone for idowu, yabo, for imali phepha yathola. Bonke bayenza i-life yakhe ibe nzima to that point la bona ukuthi
Lead towards izajasiza.
that's why kubalulekile mfethu uzazi. Train your mind, yabo, like kopole environment to another level. That's why funeka ube ngumuntu okwaziyo uhlala ungenazo iitshomi, yabo, uhlalele uzenzele into zakho noba unazo iitshomi, connections whatsoever, but ukwazi most of your time spend it ngokwakho ukwazi uba happy. Ungabi uba ubaleka uba happy uhlala wedwa, ukwazi uba happy one man, yabo, ukwazi like ubone la way ibalulekile man la way, ibalulekile la way, ibalulekile la way elifini, uzazi ingosi yakho ifundise nayo funeka ikwazi cause one day ungaphasa isathembele ngawe, yabo, and then ingaphinde ibe grand yona until ide uba mdala cause ubambe la way uba uyoyithayima bone la way. So nawe kuyafuneka uyifundise neza way esikhathini when the time is right ingosi bahamba bone
Man.
yeah man, yabo. So you must learn to be best friends with yourself, yabo, show your ways, yabo, bone man izokwenzeka man ihlobo man, yabo, but ibone life man ungumthatha ngehlobo lakhe, but at the end of the day at some point of your age in your life okanye, yabo, izobuya ibuye inyani uwedwa bengekho bonke aba bantu bupotsoya nabo, yabo, aba bantu borobha nabo, aba bantu bone busenza nabo izi-snacks boba nguwe wedwa maybe uyagula ngoku, yabuya ke inyani ke ngoku
Embedeni manje.
inyani ke yona ke ngoku, yabo, iyafika apha kuwe, yabo, ngoba uyayazi yani uba utheni ulapha noba ubaxelile abantu but ifike yonke la way, ifike phinde ixelele uba there's still hope, uyathola, there's still hope.
Opinions still change.
Yes, there's still hope. Ngoku abantu becinga kusephelile kwakho, still hope, phinde uvuke fethu. No way, if you're best friend, bro, you will conquer the world, bro. You'll conquer the world. And you don't even need to conquer people. You can conquer your own world. So, awusuzodinga ufuna uba nguRamaphosa ube yi-president ukhongarishe abantu. No, you conquering your own world. Yabo, ukuququkisa wena nowakho umndeni. Uyathola? Cause thina most yethu we come from broken families. Yabo, so we thina we the only people that can change it, yabo. Like sithi abantu abangakwazi uyitshintsha lo way ngoku, yabo.
Because we are aware of that brokenness, man.
Yeah,
And we see the effects and the outcomes out of that brokenness.
and there's a lot of knowledge being passed on for but sibone manyani. Man, like izinto zitshintshile ngoku thina man, we gotta do right, man, yabo, we gotta do right, yabo. But ke ngoku i-system at the same time is brainwashing people into doing ways exotic elifini or ways exotic ezingekho cultural, traditional like we used to back in the days. That's why ngoku yabo kugcwele izifebe, kugcwele ii-pimps, yabo, ubone man, snacks man elifini these days, yabo.
What's your closing statement, Raji?
My closing statement, man.
Anything you want to say to the youth out there? Because we targeting them, bro. Like, thina sithunyelwe fethu. We are sent, bro. And what would you say to the young people out there, fethu? There's someone out there who's going to be watching this who's going through the most.
Yeah.
And they're looking for a pathway to like, how do I stop going through the wrong road? Because you can 20 years go through the wrong road. In fact, your beliefs have been not what you think they are up until it gets to that point. Man, it's not taking me where I want to. Because like you said, it's never too late.
Yeah, it's never.
Because when you build that relationship, it's going to tell you by you, bruh.
Yeah.
It is what it is now. So you need to take a different path because Leah is going to show you the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man, like, it said, like, don't, say on.
Yeah. Right.
Don't give a fuck about what people are telling you, man. Like, boy, it's so mamela kakhulu abantu, man. Your soul already knows it all. You just need to tap in yourself, yabo. Uzoyazi nyani. Just do the right thing. Cause uzofika nyani, yabo, nobugogi apha kuwe. So just do the right thing. Noba izokwenza kuthiwa ikufi uwikhi ngenxeni, yabo. Just do the right thing, bro. Like, banguwe, man. Yabo. And don't focus on like i-mistakes ozenzileyo ephasi sakho uba wenza ntoni. Tomorrow's another day, bro. Like, yabo, uvukile, yabo, ekufeni. Yabo, cause walala ebusuku.
Uyayithola.
Yeah, walala usuku, wavuka ekuseni. Like, we go through the process of life and death every day, bro. Yabo, so sufocasa man kuyiways azikizolo man. Just try being a better person. Ngomso yabo. If kuseba ujimile izolo namhlanje awajima, zama ngomso uba uvuka ujime cause it's a new day. Yabo, it's a new day. Yabo. So just be you, man.
Yeah, just for you. I hope you maniacs are taking notes about this one. Just been my pro is you all in universe things, bro. Like now I'm taking lessons, and I always say I like to have people right here where I can have takeaways now, even when I'm editing and doing all this kind of stuff. But thank you for a very beautiful message, bro. Thank you for a wonderful message, bro. Because like I said, we're targeting the youth. Oh, those are still the seeds of society. I won't ask anything that they're doing wrong right now. We can be able to sway them to say, no, 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 don't go that way, go this way. Because this one is going to lead you to destruction. This one, obviously, prosperity. But it's not going to be easy because you're going to be alone. You're going to have to figure shit out. Sometimes you're going to have to cry your ass out. You're going to feel alone. But don't forget that you are not alone, actually.
Yeah, and also tell your own vision, man. Tell your own vision. Support other people's visions, but also be 100% on your vision. Yeah, on telling your vision and making sure that your visions comes to reality. Yeah, bro. Be 100% on that, bro.
Thank you so much, man. It's been another lovely episode, guys. Hope you take lessons. Do the necessary as the motivational maniac. I'm signing out. Thank you, Boss Hussle, for coming through, bro.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah.